when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And that will lead to a second down.
Come on. Hey. Buffalo 80. Ready.
Back to throw. There's Okonkwo open left side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Bronco switch. Hey. Check that. Bronco 80. Warrior 70. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Left side into the hands of Olave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Shot 60.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues. Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
To throw right away is Ward. He'll find his rookie wideout from Notre Dame. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Rattler. Ready. 60 bikes.
On 1st down, Ward. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's a first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Trevor Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many...
That is hot. What a throw. Trevor Etienne. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Panthers 50, Panthers 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now a give to Pacheco, running right. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
He's got his man. That's Olave. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Here we go, stop.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, 6.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. Past midfield. Look at him go. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things. balance, vision, and yeah, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And the Panthers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. This one tagged forward for McMillan. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
6 yards pickup brings up second and goal.
Got it. Ready?
Second and goal.
19. Here we go. Warriors, 60 vices, 60 vices.
Out of the gun, Ward. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now Ward on a design run, and no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set.
They snap it to Ward. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina. The kick by Lutz is good. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short one there to Okonkwo. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, New Orleans. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing now from the gun. Open right side is Okonkwo. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 45 yards. So the big play gets them down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. That one incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Come on.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's complete to Etienne. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 31 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Cut 19.
To the air again. Ward. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Ward. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Let's go.
They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Nick Scorton there to make the stop.
Brings up second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They face second down and 7.
Panthers.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Come on, come on. Hey, Cowboy 80. Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got a control. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Ready, set.
Now it is 1st and goal.
Shot 50, shot 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneers.
Back to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints, a field goal try. This a 44-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
On the go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Panthers 60, Panthers.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's swung out to ETN. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the
19 tight, 19 tight. Cut 19, cut 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Off he goes. And the Saints are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
68, 1918. Hey, check.
Here's Pacheco. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Saints.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
On first down, it's Ward. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
Get it. Go.
Here's Ward now on second down. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision, And yeah, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up.
And he's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Panthers. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers cut the lead to 3, 24-21. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Deebo Samuel gonna get a chance to return it. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Vices, 60 Vices. Panthers 60, Panthers 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A handoff to Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Ready?
Brings up second and 11.
Here we go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Cougar 19.
Olave is the motion man. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
18 Cox, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
From the 41, here's second and 9.
Red. 19, 18, 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Once again, it's Pacheco. There he goes, inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, New Orleans. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool him with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Press all 80.
To throw is Ward. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's a Carolina first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The kick by Lutz is good. Panthers have taken a 4-point advantage. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The left side into the hands of Olave. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Hot 70, hot 70. Panthers 50, Panthers 50. Ready?
A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here we go. Panthers 70, give a look.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards.
60 back, Jack. 60 back. Come on.
He'll drop to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he'll be driven out of bounds. And that's a pickup of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's another Another big play in a game that's had its share. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he will dive into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. The Saints go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Ward. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Ward. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That is catch number 60 for the season.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and inches.
70 Timberwolves. Riggs, 18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, Ward. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They snap it to Ward. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head? And
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Christian Harris in there for the sack, his 4th on the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need one right now. 3rd and long. From The gun, here's Ward. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Come on. Ready?
Back to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but in these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
That is taken at the 10. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Here's ETN. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's second and 6. Back to throw is Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing on third down. Ward. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and it'll be taken down at the 30. A big one here in the fourth quarter. An even 40 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves. 18, Pioneers. 19.
Now, first down throw for Ward. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
But I'll tell you what, Mike, This is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Ready? Not 70 lying.
Throwing is Ward. This one caught at the 4. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up
2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Big play. 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Step Broncos swing. Broncos 18 cars. No street.
Now, design run with Ward. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
That's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, he didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Trevor Etienne. Touchdown, Panthers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. Second down, they need 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll look to throw yet again. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll bring up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, They don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
There's Okonkwo open left side. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The clock is stopped with 18 seconds remaining.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And the timeout comes. The whistle blows with 3 seconds remaining on the clock.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Escaping to his left. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners. As we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.